Hello, my name is Tatiana Sandoval. I am the president of the Multicultural Theatrical Society, also known as MTS. The hashtag Enough Nationwide Reading is a year-long theater activism initiative that started with a call for submissions from teens to write 10-minute plays that confront the issue of gun violence. This year's top 7 plays were selected by award-winning playwrights. We at MTS are honored to take part in bringing these stories to life. More than 200 Americans are shot and wounded every day. 100 more Americans are killed every day with guns. 8 of those killed every day are children and teens. Earlier this year, hashtag Enough called on teen writers to channel their fear and frustration, their anger and anxiety, and yes, their hope into 10-minute plays that tackle the issue of gun violence. This is what they had to say.
Before last year, my school basically let anyone in the front door. I mean, they still do, but they installed these security doors recently. So someone entering has to go through the front office before entering this rest of the school.
We all thought it was stupid. It made getting to class much harder.
And it wasn't like they were going to stop anyone.
Our school has a lot of doors. Doors by the theater, doors by the gym. Some kids prop them open so they can sneak out of school and come back later.
Shooter could enter from any number of those doors, totally undetected.
And even if the security doors did stop them from going immediately into the hallway, they could just shoot the people in the front office and then walk through.
The doors are pointless.
Not to mention, a lot of times school shooters are students. They just walk in with everyone at the beginning of the day, no questions asked.
It would be so easy. I mean, don't call the cops. I'm not a shooter, but I could think of like a million ways to sneak a weapon in.
My teacher told me a story about this one kid who made a threat, and the police and principal showed up in my teacher's classroom in bulletproof vests, first block, to take him out of school.
We don't have lunch periods here. We just have 1 hour of free time.
And there isn't enough space in the cafeteria, so people just basically eat wherever.
It's kind of gross, actually.
My friends sit at the front of the school, but I never stay there too long. The reason why is simple. If a shooter was going to come in, and lunch would be the perfect time to, we'd be the first ones dead.
I pick what classes I take partly based on where the rooms are located.
The choir room is connected to the stage. I take a lot of choir classes because, well, if someone comes in, there are a million places I could hide. I know all of them. There's the catwalks, the dressing rooms, the backstage bathrooms no one knows about, and these giant props and costume rooms with these big steel doors.
The choir room even has its own big exit out of the building, right near the parking lot where I park my car.
You have the best chance of survival in that room.
So I'm in it as much as possible.
One day my dad was driving me to school. He was listening to a report about school shooting that had happened the day before. Why didn't he turn it off? I was sitting there, on my way to school.
My mom told me once how she worries every time she drops me off. What if she never sees me again? Then she told me that she realized that her worrying probably doesn't even compare to how I feel walking into school every day. She was right.
I say goodbye to my parents, and it always crosses my mind that I might not see them again. I just shove that thought away.
I've planned what my last text will say, in case something happens.
I was in 4th grade when Sandy Hook happened. That could have been me.
I was a freshman when Parkland happened. A lot of the kids killed there were my age. That could have been me.
Sudden shift. Bright lights reminiscent of the fluorescent school lighting rise on the school classroom a few minutes before class lets out. JJ, Kiersa, and Amira are standing in a group, talking, although Kiersa is looking at her phone and not really paying attention. Will and Logan are talking close by.
So on Saturday, I'm going to the movies, then I have work on Sunday.
Oh, damn, I was going to ask if we could hang out.
Could we Monday?
Did you hear that Chad and Ella broke up?
Monday I have swim.
No shit.
Yeah. Apparently Chad is like super pissed at Ella.
Well, I'm busy Tuesday.
Why?
I don't know. But if I were Ella, I wouldn't have messed with Chad. You know he has like anger issues or some shit, right? I bet he's gonna shoot this place up.
Wednesday, I'm free then.
Let me check.
No way.
I think so. And I know his dad keeps guns in their house. I went over once and Chad showed them to me. So he totally could do it. He and Ella have the same fourth period, so my money is on him doing it then.
Yeah, I think I can do Wednesday. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you hear them?
Who?
Logan and Will?
No, what did they say?
Something about Chad?
Oh, and Ella, yeah, they broke up.
No. He was talking about Chad shooting this place up.
Oh,
What?
are you sure that's what he said? It doesn't seem like Chad.
Well, I overheard it, and they weren't talking super loud. I mean, I really heard shooting. I could have misheard.
It's probably just that, or they were joking around. You know Logan, he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Are you going to the game on Friday?
I was thinking about it.
You should ask Carlos to go with you.
Oh my god, he would never say yes.
Should we tell Miss Albie
Tell her what?
what I heard?
I mean, if you think you heard correctly.
Did you hear correctly? You're kind of freaking me out.
Are you okay, Kirsa? You look kinda...
What if Chad is planning that? What if he has a gun? I have to cross the main hallway to get to my next class. He could be there.
I'm sure he won't be.
Here, how about we tell Albie, like you said, just so you have some peace of mind. I'm sure it's nothing, but you don't look too good.
Yeah, look. Albie is right over there. Let's go, okay?
I don't want to.
I'll go. She might ask to talk to you, though.
Just tell her.
I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll wait here.
Thanks, Mira.
No problem.
You really think you heard that?
I don't know.
Well, I'm sure everything will be okay. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen.
Not yet.
You know Logan and Will, they always say stupid shit. Don't get me wrong, I believe you. I'm just trying to...
Yeah. Thanks.
I told her.
And?
She's calling admin. What did you expect?
I don't know. I mean, this. I figured she'd call, but still.
And she said she talked to Logan and Will.
Oh, what if I heard wrong? Oh, God. Logan is gonna know it was me. He's gonna tell everyone I'm a pussy. Shit.
Hey, better safe than sorry.
Are you okay, Kirsa?
It was just my anxiety. You know, being trapped in a room with no doors and hearing that. That's super great.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, I feel the same way.
Like a panic attack?
I guess. Yeah. You think they'll be pulled out of class?
Maybe, probably in fourth period.
I mean, there's only 2 minutes left in class. You know the bells are automatic and admin won't make an announcement.
Yeah, and the intercoms don't even work. You can't even hear them in half the classrooms. This school is seriously a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Who snitched?
For real, why can't anyone take a joke?
They don't know it's you.
I could have seen you talking with Albie.
Who cares? They won't get in trouble anyways. Everything's good. Just go to fourth period block and try to forget about what happened.
It didn't happen. We're fine.
Exactly. We're fine. Nothing happened. Nothing is going to happen.
Not today, at least.
The bell rings.
We all think it. No one ever thinks that won't happen.
Teachers have closed-door discussions with us about it.
Sometimes you'll be in class and you'll hear a pop from down the hall.
The entire class freezes.
We all look at each other and have this moment of, holy shit, that's happening.
And it'll just be a balloon or a science class doing an experiment or something, but
You feel it in your chest. That fear, a fear that your life is about to end.
A teacher told me once that I don't have to worry about my school being shot up. Her reasoning? I go to an inner city school. She said that most schools with shooters are rich, predominantly white schools, so I'll be fine. But the kids at rich schools, they might not be.
When I was a freshman, one of my best friends at a neighboring school told me someone was planning on shooting up his school at 1 o'clock. The school knew about the shooting and the kids were still there. I made my friend text me every 5 minutes to make sure he was okay.
My friends will text me, don't go to school tomorrow. This kid posted that he's gonna bring a gun.
Every high school in my county, hell, probably my state, has had a shooter threat, and most have had more than one.
But it's not just schools, it's concerts.
Movies.
Festivals.
Farmers markets?
And I don't even have to worry about being killed by a police officer while walking down the street.
I could be killed for jogging in my neighborhood or walking my dog after dark. This isn't hypothetical. This is now.
He said his name was Malcolm. I said, like Malcolm X? He said he didn't believe in violence.
He had a soulful voice, played a mean guitar too. We played a diner in Atlanta and the guy who owned it called him a couple different slurs. They almost fought, but I held him back. Said he deserves a punch, but don't do it. Next day he said he needed to go home.
Where's home, I asked. He says Zapuni Falls.
Most people don't take hitchhikers anymore. They're worried. I'm not. I picked him up down in Atlanta. I dropped him off in Saponi Falls.
We grew up there, Maryland, a suburb of DC. Nothing big ever happened in Saponi Falls. People there are liberal. I think it could be one of the most liberal places in the US outside of California. Everyone was surprised when they heard the news. Everyone trusted the police. It wasn't supposed to happen to him. It wasn't supposed to happen here. But there's a video, and you can see it, and you can hear each word the police said, and you can hear my brother's loud breath trying to cling to life.
I told him not to leave Atlanta, but he had to leave. He said something to he had something to tell his sister.
He texted me telling me that he had something important to say, and he kept saying sorry. Sorry, 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 he said. I should have told you earlier, but I didn't. I was excited that he was coming home. He hadn't been back for a while. We all thought he was mad at us or something. But he's not like that. He's quiet, observant.
Introspective.
He's not the kind of guy that complains or gets angry. Ever. He just notices things. When we were younger, he noticed things that I missed. Once, we were driving past a Black Lives Matter protest in the neighborhood, and he told me, "Isn't it ironic? There isn't a single Black person there." It must have been hard for him to grow up in Saponi Falls. Our parents adopted him. I don't know the details. Malcolm never asked.
He was dead set on learning about his biological parents. When I met him in college, I was studying African American studies with a minor in statistics. He was studying classical music.
I asked him why he wanted to do folk, and he shrugged.
And after that, he was silent. He was silent through the Carolinas and through Virginia, but somehow we understood each other.
I didn't ask him anymore, but I get it. There's something about the music that makes the pain of a dead-end job, a dead-end life, melt away.
Well, we did it. We went through databases of internet records and phone books, and we found them. He was born in Brooklyn. His father died in jail. His mother died having him. When we went to college, he went to Brooklyn. I went to law school and became a civil rights lawyer.
It wasn't supposed to happen here. It wasn't supposed to happen to him.
Malcolm's case is the most important, most personal one I ever worked on. It keeps me up at night. Brooklyn taught him that his great-grandparents were sharecroppers on a Georgia plantation. He said he had to go.
I couldn't understand why he kept moving, but he said he was fine. He said that he'd tell me, and he sent me postcards from Atlanta. It's a big city. He said that there were a lot of opportunities teaching guitar and with his band.
I wonder what he saw in Georgia. We drifted apart.
Somehow he drifted away from all of us and into music instead.
We played clubs and weddings and birthday parties. We played parks and restaurants. We played a diner, and he realized he was done.
I think he finally found his anger.
He was deflated.
He was tired when he stepped into my car. He carried a guitar case.
I asked him if he was coming back to Atlanta, but he was quiet.
I don't like how quiet he gets sometimes, like he's celebrating his own funeral. I don't know very much about Saponi, but there is a paragraph on it in one of my textbooks. Their language incorporates words of African origin because the Saponi were one of the tribes that were known for sheltering runaway slaves. And sometimes swim in the ocean of oppression where justice seems to be what's in shackles. I wonder why.
He never came home.
I got some words for the officer who murdered my bandmate.
We held a vigil, and people came from everywhere.
To the man who murdered my bandmate, you took away my best friend. You took away a man that heals other men with music. And you took away his life because of your hatred.
We had gotten to the city, Saponi Falls, and night had fallen. I stopped at the gas station near the park. He thanked me and left into the night. When I came back from the gas station before getting into my car, I saw him walking in the park, whistling. He looked happy and calm, peaceful. And suddenly there was a flurry of activity. Things moved so fast. An officer walked past. I pulled out my camera. The details are fuzzy, but you can see it, hear it.
You can see the way the officer violates Malcolm's body.
You can hear Malcolm's loud heart.
The officer pinned him down to the concrete footpath of the park. And a shot rang out.
Scene 1. Miss Martin is on cafeteria monitoring duty drinking an iced coffee. The Fates behind her. Off to the side, Maria has a balloon popping fundraiser set up.
Are there too many kids in here?
Recommended headline: Survey finds 8% of public schools have enrollment that exceeds their permanent capacity by more than 25%.
I feel like there's way too many kids in here.
Miss Martin starts trying to count the amount of kids in the cafeteria.
I actually think there's less kids in here than normal.
Recommended article: Skipping school, time out adds up.
Remember all those missing assignments we've been putting in?
No, there's definitely more. Do you feel how hot it is in here? Is the air conditioner broken?
Continue reading. New research quantifies the impact of extreme heat on learning.
What would we do if something happened with this many kids in here? How would they all get out?
They wouldn't.
Hey, Maria, what's all this?
It's a fundraiser for student government. This is balloon popping. Do you want to try?
Sure.
He hands her $1 and she pops one of the balloons. Miss Martin jumps. Fate 2 hits the floor like a bomb is going off.
Oh my God, it's literally happening right now. Everyone needs to evacuate, okay? Let's go.
It was a balloon popping, idiot. How would you even get everyone's attention?
The bell rings. Maria picks up her poster board with the balloons on it to reveal a laptop and exits.
Hi, Oscar.
Hi, Miss Martin. See you fourth period.
Oh, hang on a minute. I noticed you haven't been turning in your reading questions for the Odyssey for the past couple of weeks. Is there any reason why?
I was going to get caught up this weekend, but I was busy.
Oh, okay. Well, if anything is going on, you know you can tell me. Just try to get caught up. We have a discussion this Friday, and you usually have really good input.
If anything is going on, you know you can tell me.
I can't believe we're really talking like that.
The Odyssey. I love that book.
You would.
I hope they're enjoying it.
Miss Martin goes over to the table where the balloons were and sits down in front of the laptop. She takes off her walkie-talkie and sets it on the table next to her. The Fates gather back around her as she starts working.
That was way too close back there.
That was quite literally nothing. Why are you so tense all the time?
I'm not tense. And at least I had a plan. What were you going to do?
Oh yeah, great plan. Oh no, everybody get out. I know what to do. We've had how many lockdown drills this year?
Recommended article: Lockdown drills, an American quirk out of control.
We've never done one in the cafeteria.
That's because they're completely pointless.
Continue watching. Tonight we go inside a company that profits off of staging realistic shooter drills.
No, they're not.
A small part of the $2.7 billion security school industry.
They prepare students for the worst.
Maybe, but at what cost?
Message from Sarah. This is what I've been trying to tell Francis for ages. Saw you jump in the cafeteria, by the way. LOL. Link. Experts worry active shooter drills in schools could be traumatic for students.
The walkie-talkie crackles to life with someone yelling unintelligibly over it, making Miss Martin and Fate 2 jump again.
See, look at you. You're a constant wreck. For what?
I just like to be prepared.
For the inevitable, you mean?
No, it's not like that. Don't say that. Why do you have to be such a pessimist all the time?
I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist.
The bell rings.
Recommended reading. Pessimists are 35% more likely to suffer from a heart attack or stroke than optimists, according to a recent meta-analysis of data from...
See, all of your negativity is killing you.
You're not an optimist either.
Yes, I am.
Then why do you worry about everything all the time?
Martin, I need to tell you something.
What is it, Maria?
Do you promise you'll believe me?
Well, of course. What's going on?
Well, last period I was in art class with Oscar and...
Spit it out already.
He has a gun with him in his backpack. I saw it. And I know you have him next period, and
Okay. Thank you for telling me, Maria. Go back to class for right now, please. I promise I'll take care of this immediately.
You don't have to tell anyone.
You should just confront him.
Message from Parson County Library. Overdue book notice. 10 ways to make a confrontation work for you.
He's such a good kid.
We have to do something.
What am I saying? We can't get in trouble for this.
What do we do? You're the one who's supposed to be ready for this.
10 people liked your comment. When I think about dealing with a school shooting, the word unprepared comes to mind.
Oh my God. Didn't we just email him saying we were going to have a conference with his parents if he didn't get caught up on the reading? What if we pissed him off?
This is not about us. Stop being so self-centered and focus. What do we do?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Why is this happening?
The bell rings. Miss Martin starts to get up, but hesitates.
Message from Quotey. Quote of the day. Thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. W. Clement Stone.
She picks up her walkie-talkie and moves back into the courtyard, the Fates following her. Oscar walks by and sees Miss Martin staring at him.
Hi, Miss Martin. Is everything okay?
Grab him!
No!
Oscar gives Miss Martin an awkward half smile, but then realizes what she knows. There is one terrible beat before he starts to run and Miss Martin grabs his backpack. Blackout. Scene 2. Lights come up on a similar desk to Miss Martin's, differing only in the fact that it belongs to the principal. Oscar is sitting at one side of it, and Miss Martin is taking a seat on the other. The Fates are already in place, behind Miss Martin.
Miss Francis said you were begging to talk to me before your parents got here. Why?
Because I like your class, and I probably won't be coming back to it. And I like you, and I didn't want to leave with you thinking I was some troubled, burnout school shooter.
Isn't that exactly what he is?
I want you to know the truth.
Is this going to get us in trouble?
You did tell the truth to Miss Francis, right?
Yes, and the police, and soon my parents, which kind of defeats the whole point of what I was...
Why is he rambling about?
Oscar, just start at the beginning. I'm listening, okay?
Okay, well, I guess I'm not really blaming him, but this is all because of my brother.
Your brother? I don't follow.
You think he did it?
I don't know.
I bet he was getting bullied.
Recommended from the headlines. New study shows about 20% of students aged 12 to 18 have experienced bullying.
Or on drugs.
I said I don't know. Please shut up.
Jesus, okay. Stop taking everything so seriously.
Can you explain a bit more for me, please?
My brother hangs out with the wrong crowd here. Sometimes him and his best friend get in these big fights. I knew they were arguing recently, and I heard my brother say to his other friend that he was going to do something big, finally shut him up. And sometimes when my brother gets mad, he does things he wouldn't normally do. He gets himself in trouble. But he's not a bad person, usually. He can be really nice, and I walked in on him in my parents' room. He was holding my dad's gun, and he jumped when I asked him what he was doing. And I got really scared. of what he was going to do, so I decided to hide it. And I figured he probably wasn't going to go in my backpack, so I put it in there. And then I was so anxious the whole weekend that he was going to ask me where it went that I forgot to do the reading. Then the next morning it was Monday, and I was late and in a rush, and I forgot to take it out. And then when I got to school and I saw it there, and I freaked out, and then...
Oscar, why didn't you tell someone what was going on?
Someone? I think you mean me, and you know why.
I was scared, and I was worried you might be mad at me for not doing my work, and you wouldn't listen to me. And I don't want my brother to get in trouble. I want him to be able to graduate and get a job and turn his life around.
Sarah had his brother last year, didn't she? What did she call him? A little shit?
Poor kid. What about him?
If we knew about his brother, how do we not know about this?
2 missed calls from Mom. Message from Mom. I just got your voicemail. Are you okay?
How would we have known?
It's sweet that you care so much about your brother, Oscar, but what about you? You're so smart.
I know, okay? I'm sorry. I get it. I let everyone down. You all thought I was different from him.
Oscar passes her a book he's been holding in his lap.
The police tried to take this as evidence, but I didn't want to steal it from you. And they decided it wasn't actually important. I guess it's no marked up Catcher in the Rye.
Miss Martin picks up the book.
The Odyssey.
Sorry I never got to finish it. I actually really like it.
Keep it. I still want to hear your insight someday.
She slides it back to him. There's the sound of knocking.
My parents must be here.
Miss Martin gets up to leave. The Fates follow her. She hesitates before exiting.
That's it, huh? Truly moving performance, especially considering you ruined his life.
Don't let this define you, Oscar.
Miss Martin exits. Scene 3. Lights up on the same set. Miss Martin is working at her desk. The Fates are sitting off to the side, a bit more distant from Miss Martin than before, but still present.
Come in.
Hi, Miss Martin.
Hi, Maria. What can I...
What happened to Oscar?
Maria, I can't.
I know. I can guess what happened, but I just feel really bad. Oscar's a really nice person, Miss Martin, and he wouldn't do what he did without a good reason. I kind of feel like I snitched on him.
Aw, just like we did.
I know what you mean. Actually, I could use your help.
With what?
I want to start some kind of program in honor of Oscar to make the school safer and more friendly. I was hoping you might want to help me.
That sounds amazing. What do you have in mind?
Well,
Why does she still want to talk to us? We don't have any good ideas.
Even if we did have a good idea, I'm pretty sure the school is way too underfunded. Where would we get the money?
Message from unknown number. Confirming therapy appointment with Dr. David on Wednesday, August 26th.
Actually, I'd like to hear your ideas. I have a feeling you know what needs to change around here better than I do.
Then why don't we get started?
Lights out. End of play.
Front yard of a house in the hood. A party commences behind the house off stage.
Don't nobody care. Wear what you want to wear. Just don't look like a mess.
Shy, be nice. What's going on?
Okay, so basically, Aaliyah was like, I wonder what I should take to school. I got to find a man, you know. And Shy said it don't matter. She ugly anyway. Then Aaliyah was like, be serious. I don't want to look like that. Then Shy told her not to be like that.
I really don't know why Shy is so mean to me. Like, I try to be nice and sweet or whatever, and all she do is bully me.
She loves you, Leah. She's just naturally mean.
What you mean? I bully you. Girl, this ain't bullying. If you want me to bully you, I will.
I'm just confused why you're clowning me.
Y'all hear something?
Bro, for real. Leave me alone.
Girl, don't be so serious all the time. Stop being so sensitive. Chill, there's no need for all that.
She's joking, Leah. You know that.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know why she bullying me so much today. Like, girl, let me breathe.
I gotta give you some to remember before we leave.
Everyone pauses, their faces falling, turning thoughtful. The girls let her words hang in the air.
It's weird, ain't it? We graduated today, and I still feel the same.
Yeah, aren't we supposed to feel like grown? I don't feel grown at all.
Yeah, it's been 8 years already.
Yeah, we've been friends for about 8 years now.
No one speaks for a short period of time, reminiscing on their friendship.
Yana, you remember when Chris' little ugly self had a crush on you?
Cheyenne and Aaliyah suddenly howl in laughter as Ayana chokes.
Don't remind me. Y'all stop laughing. It ain't funny. He was obsessed with me.
Oh, please, Ayana, just give me a chance. I love you. Ayana, I brought you some chips, but I ate them. I'm sorry.
Y'all stop.
Aw, Ayana's embarrassed.
Okay, miss, I'm gonna marry Coach Johnson.
Don't do me, Miss Girl. Like, hardy har. I'm gonna go get some water. Give me a plate.
Thanks, B.
You good? It's crazy to think that it's been 8 years already. I feel like just yesterday we was in Miss Walker's class.
That Rob is crazy, bro. I swear to God.
She was so old. We talked about Miss Walker.
Bro, 4th grade was wild. Yeah, but it was good, you know?
The girls nod in agreement.
Ooh, y'all hear about what happened with Marcus and his girl?
No, what happened?
Didn't he, like, beat her or something? Yeah, her brother came home to him beaten on her.
Bro, that's so messed up.
I just saw Unc talking to him about how to treat a woman. He looks so miserable. But for real, Marie's way too good for him.
The girls nod.
Y'all, I ain't trying to front, but I'm hella scared.
What you scared of?
Of college and growing up and stuff. Like, just yesterday we were 4th graders meeting for the first time, and now we're here at our graduation party. Like, we didn't have enough time to figure all this out.
I get that, sis, but that type of mindset is going to get you caught up. Don't think of it as the end of high school. Think of it as the beginning of something new, of adulthood.
But I don't know what comes with that. That's what I'm saying. I haven't had time to figure out what adulthood is yet.
Ayana stands and goes behind Amani, hugging her neck.
Girl, we got plenty of time. We'll figure something out together, I promise.
Aaliyah and Ayana nod in agreement.
Thank y'all. I don't mean to, like, make this a sad moment.
Girl, you good. Honestly, you should be excited about going to college.
What you mean?
I mean, you can finally get away from that ugly boyfriend you got.
Diane and Aaliyah crack up.
Aha! You know he ain't my boyfriend, we just talking.
You see how she ain't said he wasn't ugly?
Leave him alone. He ain't ugly.
He ain't cute either.
Oh, whatever. Y'all just hard to please. You just ain't got taste in men.
Ayana starts to hum along to the song playing. The sound of laughter and a girl are still loud behind them.
I'm low-key excited underneath all that fear.
Honestly, same. Like, I'm excited to not be in this neighborhood no more.
For real. Like, I always have love for this place, but it don't give us no options.
You right. But I mean, I wouldn't say it don't have no options. We just don't have enough opportunities.
The girls nod in agreement. Ayana stands abruptly.
We got plenty of time to think about the future, though. Let's just enjoy this, aight?
You're right.
Yo, y'all remember when Maisie made us learn the dance with her?
Yeah, she thought Jamal was gonna marry her. We used to fight for him all the time.
Y'all was sleeping on my man Marcus.
So y'all just gonna forget that Jack was the finest one in the group? Y'all blind for real. Ma'am, you can keep Miss Ray Ray, okay? He don't look like a girl. He fine. Y'all just blind. I'm just saying, we're here for you whenever you want to come out. Thanks.
Who is that?
I don't know. Someone y'all recognize the car?
Nope.
Amani and Ayana shake their heads.
It's good. They probably just driving by.
She goes back to dancing. Amani and Ayana soon join her. Aaliyah keeps her eye on the approaching car.
Leah, relax. It's just a car.
I'm just trying to see you in there, Shy.
Well, can you?
Nah, not yet.
Everyone continues to dance around her. Cheyenne standing behind Ayana and Amani. Aaliyah suddenly gets serious.
Ain't that Marie's, bruh?
Then fear and panic become evident on her face.
Wait!
More gunshots and the sound of tires screeching can be heard. Cheyenne immediately falls to the ground, dead. The girls fall to the ground, covering their heads.
Jesus Christ, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Behind them, Aaliyah crawls to Cheyenne, who is still lying on the ground.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Aaliyah lets out a blood-curdling sob. Ayana and Amani turn around, see Cheyenne, and rush to her side.
Whoa, what the? Shy, you good?
He shot her, Money.
What? No, stop playing.
She shakes Cheyenne.
Shy, get up. This ain't funny. Get up, Shy. Shy, stop playing.
She shakes her harder.
Oh my god. 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 Oh my god.
Aaliyah sobs loudly, accompanied by Ayana's cries. The music in the background is still playing, but there is no more laughter.
Where was she shot?
Aaliyah points to the back of her head. Ayana cries harder. Amani places her hand on the back of Cheyenne's head gently. Her hand is red when she pulls it away.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We need to get somebody.
Okay.
Suddenly, Amani whips her phone out from her back pocket.
I'm finna call somebody for help.
Ayana runs her hand over Cheyenne's braids, whispering.
It's okay. She's gonna get you help. You'll be all right. I promise. You'll be all right.
She kisses Cheyenne's hair.
You're okay, Shy. You're gonna get to the hospital and you're gonna be okay.
Yana. I'm sorry. I should've. I didn't see.
Confused, Ayana shakes her head.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She takes Aaliyah's hand in hers.
It's okay, Leah. You didn't know.
Aaliyah nods, still crying. Ayana kisses Cheyenne's hair, running her hands over it.
Hello? I'm at 4535 Bradbury Drive, and my friend just got shot. No, ma'am. We're having a graduation party, and someone just rode up and shot here. Yes, ma'am. 15 minutes? Why does it take so long?
Amani looks over at the other girls, concern on her face. Ayana is speaking indistinctly as Aaliyah continues to sob silently.
Okay. Please hurry.
Ayana is still running her hand over Cheyenne's hair.
It's okay, Shy. You're all right. I promise. You're good. You're safe.
The girls sit there, huddled around Cheyenne's body. Lights out. End of play.
Well, hello, hello. Welcome out to Cedar Falls this evening, gents and ladies. I am Hunter, also known as the Hunter, also known as Hunter Hank. And I am your ringmaster, your leader, your uncle, your guide, and gent for this here traveling show. I sure am glad you put down your dime to see Hunter's great hullabaloo. The greatest show, not just in the world, but in all of history. I'm the wordsmith, the ringleader for the brilliant acts you'll be seeing tonight. I'll show you the stories of the land you're sitting on, and the beasts that earned it, and what exactly made it so great. While our acts are getting ready, you may enjoy your peanuts and popcorn. I have a riddle for y'all. You gotta guess who I'm talking about. Whoever can put a name to the individual I'm describing will get a surprise. I'm American, like white crosses, red blood, and blue lives. I put the buckshot in your beef, the ball in your brain. Who was it that hushed the griot, shot Kennedy, Lincoln, and the king? It was me, spreading like a fire on your prairie. Manifest destiny. Fathered by Saxons, and mothered by Angles. Raised by the colonies, devourer of pheasant, pig, and partridge. Boars and bobcats, hippos and lions too, oh my! Conquered King Phil, but rebuked by Pontiac. I beat steel. Germs beat me. Faithfully at the side of Daniel Boone and Jesse James, America fell in love with my voice years ago. Built to kill, but fun for toys. 6 shooters, powder caps, I dance on screens. Johnny Appleseed might have well-planted bullets because I am everywhere. Maybe I won't be in the news for a while, but I'll be around. I stand my ground. Held by panthers or knights, you can try and coerce me with fire, water, and brute force, but my favorite amendment lets me do whatever I want. I am well-oiled, ready to go, heavy with powder, the big iron on your hip, semi-automatic and rapid-fire, double-barreled, always loaded. What's my name? Gatlin, Smith, Wesson, Remington, Coke, Heckler, Colt, Beretta. Call me the devil, but I'm just metal and wood. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about me! Hunter Hank, Uncle Sam, Brother Jonathan. I'm everybody. Nobody got it, but that's okay. Sit tight for the grandest show in history, all for you.
Act 1.
Juggling in dances, colonial times.
I now present the Juggling Jamestown Boys! Muskets, pistols, long rifles, knives, bayonets, tomahawks, axes, swords, sabers, polearms, and cannons. Shot molds, tinder lighters, and cartridge boxes too. Taking it back to the beginning, we had tools to get what we wanted all the way back when we first got here. Among other things, guns really helped us expand, especially at first.
As he speaks, the blood map appears on the curtain. Red splotches, like blood, spread across the map. Jamestown to the 13 colonies, showing the growth of the United States from 1607 to 1853.
How many years was that, Mel?
264 years.
Good boy. When was the first gun, Homer?
The arquebus, a long-barreled musket-like weapon, was most likely the first personal firearm on mainland America. Columbus and other early explorers were probably the first Europeans to bring firearms to the New World.
The boys begin to juggle.
In the late 18th century, the Anglo-American settlers break up from Britain came alongside the slaughtering of entire families without distinction of age or gender. This was the annihilation of what tribes, boys?
Cherokee,
Muskogee,
Delaware,
Seneca,
Mohawk,
Miami,
and Shawnee.
That's right. White settler militias expanded the boundaries to the 13 colonies. Now, boys, in 1658, your home state of Virginia ordered every single settler to own a firearm. The government even provided loans for families who couldn't afford a weapon. What did this mean?
Taking a land is an individual and collective right.
A well-regulated militia.
Good. What else?
Sacred right to bear arms.
No, Homer.
No woman unarmed.
No Mel, no man unarmed. Militias and armed households for the control of land. Remember, what did I teach you to?
Every man is a soldier.
Say it again.
Every man is a soldier.
Again.
Every man is a soldier. Act 2.
Beasts and gunslingers.
Well, we've touched on covering the land, but how about controlling it? Hunting is a classic pastime, one of my favorites, and is a good way to keep things under control.
On the curtain, the outlines of circus animals connected by chains run past. A stampede of buffalo pass. A stampede of children pass.
Oops, things got a little crazy back there. Anyways, I've realized that animals are ornery and smelly and really not that entertaining. We already killed all the buffalo, but no matter what anyone says, giraffe jerky is not nice. But you know what is nice? Bloodshed!
Yippee-ki-yay!
Annie Oakley made sharpshooting overrated, but a good old-fashioned standoff ain't. I got the best two gunslingers with us today, Homer and Mel, ready to shoot each other, just for your entertainment. This act celebrates being an American in America, the land of low APR financing and under-seasoned meat. What else, fellas?
Super cuts.
Key lime pie and Twinkies.
CVS.
Diet soda.
Foot Locker.
Bass Pro Shops.
Walmart.
And Goodyear tires.
That's right, boys. Now let's get a shooting!
What the hell is this?
Well, I can't actually have bullets flying about. You've got to do that in private. I've got other stuff, though.
What do I gotta do to get a goddamn gun around here?
It's too dangerous, Homer. The audience will love you anyways.
Well, those were all things the police have shot people for holding.
Shut up,
Mel!
It ain't a real gun show without guns, Hunter.
It ain't a real gun show without you two entertaining the audience.
Oh, it ain't about entertainment. It's about power.
Right. Just because you took us in doesn't mean anything. You just want to entertain. We just want to live the life you promised us.
We're gonna find guns, old man.
We'll have fun with them.
I lead this show because people should know about the glory of our nation. They should see history. They should see its greatness. They should see people for who they are.
He pulls out a red clown nose, transforming into Uncle Sam. Projections appear on the blood map showing the places he discusses.
You know, I'm a free thinker myself. I think about guns and what they do. I've thought that maybe gun violence didn't necessarily start with gunpowder. Guns are their own beasts. But just like race is born from racism, maybe guns are born from something besides metal. Maybe gun violence was set up to be a problem back when gunpowder reached Europe, and when a papal decree in 1455 permitted the Portuguese monarchy to seize West Africa and enslave its population. Maybe policing was set up to be a problem when slave codes from the 1660s in the British colony of Barbados extended the task of controlling enslaved Africans from overseers and slavers to all white settlers. This meant collective racial policing was added to traditional English policing. This meant a tradition of settler terrorism supported by guns. Maybe the combination of guns and policing and industry were set up to be a problem with the capitalist firearm system, which was among one of the first successful modern corporations. Gun proliferation and violence are among its legacies, but nobody's perfect, you know? I'm not here to just tell you my thoughts. I want you to be entertained. I want you to learn about guns. And the show must always go on. I'm sure you're all getting the best bang for your buck. The show must always go on.
Act 3.
Freak Show and Civil War.
This part used to be my favorite act of the whole thing. Fresh from Antietam, Bull Run, Gettysburg, Shiloh, Vicksburg, the Freak Show!
He turns to the curtain. There are outlines of limping and disfigured men walking behind the cloth, missing limbs, holding limbs, heads crooked. They pass as the music fades.
But then it became illegal to show those guys. So we have to let you see them from behind the curtain. But it's really not the same. They're crumbling and too old to see. But there are still bodies like theirs. And you want to see the blood and the gore, just a peek. That's the thing about bad things. You can't help but watch. Sometimes that's what it means to be an American in America.
The blood map turns on, pulsing with every American mass shooting since 1999.
And sometimes it's not the gore you need to see, but just the constant possibility. That's what was entertaining about Annie Oakley's sharpshooting. She could shoot dimes from a man's hand, cigarettes from his lips, or the flame of a moving candle. She could shoot the middle of an ace of spades over her shoulder, looking in a mirror. Anything could happen. Especially in Act 4, Trapeze Sharpshooting. Now this one is the greatest. It's my new favorite. Some folks will say America's committed to a social order predicated on human disposability. But I call it the greatest show in the greatest history of the greatest country on earth.
The boys enter dressed in silk and begin to perform incredible feats. Hunter is in awe. He faces the audience, opening his arms. The boys mime shooting machine guns at Hunter. Then, the boys run forward with a gag. They come behind Hunter. Mel takes his whip.
I hate jazz.
Me too, Mel. Well, I guess this is the real final act. You taught us it takes fame to be a man. It takes infamy. It takes lives. And you want to entertain him, don't you, Hunter? We're American. Like white crosses, red blood, and blue lives. You put the buckshot in our beef, the ball in our brain. Who was it that hushed the griot? Shot Lincoln, the king, and Hunter too.
Mel cracks a whip. Mel and Hunter pull white robes out of their clothes and put them on. Homer pulls out a gun-shaped package from his robe. Homer hands it to Mel and puts his hand on Mel's shoulder. A red laser target lights up on Hunter's forehead. The curtain finally lifts up, revealing a field of objects. A baby crib, a dummy at a high school desk, a white cross, a rainbow flag, a Torah, a teddy bear, and a chair, all with their own laser targets aimed at them. The lights get brighter and brighter. An enormous American flag hangs above everything at the center of stage. The light gets brighter and brighter until the room is flooded with light.
See me. You see me. My flesh is rotting. My flesh is... I got a gun now. Of course y'all see me. Y'all couldn't help but see me now. Y'all are scared. You sit waiting for the villain's monologue before he shoots you, before he shoots the hero. and you won't dare interrupt. But who's hero and who's villain, really? You want a reason. No, you want a story. Yeah, you want a real sob story, or just a good one. One worth your last few minutes on Earth. You ask for the tragic backstory, you hear me start. Poverty, gangs, blah, blah, blah. What's new, black boy? You want something new, something fresh, something exciting. So what about a black boy gets a gun? Black boy gets power, black boy gets seen. Black boy can command a room like I'm a rich billionaire CEO in a room with his insects for employees, telling him who's getting fired and who's not. You can find the same kind of power in a gun, man. Same thing. And it's a hell of a lot easier for a black boy to get a gun than to become any kind of billionaire CEO. You ask me why? Why the gun? Why now? I don't know with time. But I can tell you what it's not, apparently. Did y'all know that black boys can't get mental illness? Because apparently that mentally ill doesn't apply to brown skin. Anxiety, depression, bipolar, addiction, they don't count when they occupy black bodies. Especially not addiction. Nah, that's not an illness. It's the constant replenishment of good. That also just happened to be a little bad, right? Because when you're alive, when you're really alive, the ugly is inescapable. It runs rivers and blood-soaked streets, hang low in cancer-filled smoggy air, floats in the harsh stench of urban decay, because that's what the hood looks like sometimes. And that's all y'all see. Something dirty, something rotting, something... You all dare to still smile. The thing is, you don't see it. Because if you saw it, you really saw it, you couldn't smile. Those addicts, they see it. They're alive, shocked back awake every time that needle hits their vein. So that's where they got their good. They couldn't bear the bad. They're weak like that. But me, I wouldn't miss your slow, steady, silent destruction. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm stronger than that. Better than that. So I sat silent, watching you bring yourselves and everyone around you to ruin. But no one saw me, though. Really saw me. I mean, really saw me. I got to be a new kind of invisible. Because y'all still saw me. Oh, you definitely saw me. The more I hid my face, the more scared you were. So you saw me to keep yourself safe. And that's the only reason you wanted to see me. To be cautious. My kind of invisible. It's a little different. Like you can't help but notice me in a room, but it's I could get shot in the street tomorrow and you wouldn't care kind of invisible. You'd see it, sure. The crack of the bullet, sharp bend of my knees, the dark, wet pavement, the stillness. The stillness. You'd see it, sure, but the shock's not there. The falling of black bodies, that's just a side effect of living in the ghetto, right? It's their fault for living there, getting all wrapped up in it. There's no outrage. Just a vague, unpleasant taste in your mouth. You'd change the channel. That's where the invisibility comes in. It would mean nothing to you. Too common. Lacks shock factor. Just to be expected of such a violent and aggressive race, right? The reason the ghetto was like that in the first place. Why, it makes you uncomfortable and unsafe. It's not the poverty that gives the rise to crime, it's them. Why pretend it amounts to anything more than what it is? Something ugly, something born of their own inherently ugly race. Decomposition is a natural process. So why try to stop it? I am disgusting. I know it too. And you all made sure I did. And that disgust, that repulsion, it seeps into your veins and it consumes your body like a tumor. So I've started to rot. No one wants to come near rotting flesh. That's my kind of invisible. I mean nothing to no one. You all could go to hell. There's no room for care or compassion anymore because I've learned it's all false. All you want is to defuse a bomb, not caring how the bomb was built in the first place. Snip the wire. Don't look for the source. Don't prevent it. Don't learn how to defuse. Snip the wire before it blows. Well, you're too late. I don't care anymore. This bomb is fully built and ready to blow. You all are deaf and dumb, and it's me. I'm the only one who sees anything. And no one understands that. I'll stand here and I'll monologue about the death, about the destruction, about how you all are doomed. How you're all sprinting towards your demise, and you won't hear a thing. I'm the only one. I am the only one who listens. I am the only one who sees. I am the only one who knows. I am all-seeing. I am your God. You know, I could have shot you already. Y'all see my gun? It's how I introduced myself before, remember? And I'm sure that's all you could look at. Still missing my flesh as always. My face, my body. Distracted by something flashier, shinier. Something with power, like a gun. But I don't mind. In fact, I get it. But in all your staring, your awe, you didn't look close enough. Notice anything? A tiny design, a detail. Orange tape. It's fake. And so my power, it dissipates into thin air like it never was. I'm back to being nothing. But at least I got y'all's attention, right? Y'all listening? Because I need you to hear me say, killing you would do no good. I don't need a gun, and y'all don't need these bullets in your head. Because get this, y'all been dead. I seem to be the only one who sees this. We are crumbling. We are doomed. Because y'all spilled the blood in invisible ink, not to hide from anyone else but yourselves. God forbid you see a little red. Worry your little heads about the ugly. And I'm not seeing it. You perpetrate the ugly. You become the ugly. Wake up, kill a little bit, all with empty eyes and an absent smile. Wipe your bloodied hands at the end of the day, go to bed, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat. Because you didn't have to see the ugly. You had the privilege of choice, but the ugly was my entire life, man. That's all I am. That's all I see. The ugly. I can't change channels like y'all can. I see black bodies fall whether I want to or not, and if, or whenever, I'm shot by someone, and my knees bend sharp, and my black body falls, and I'm suddenly still, I will bleed. And it will be red, and it will be sure, and it will be inescapable. I will lie there, crooked, body mangled, and the side of me will be something unbearable. Bleeding black bodies are ugly. I am the ugly. I am the ugly y'all seem to need to shield yourself from, seeped in it like a tea bag. And that's the only way y'all live. You all killed yourself so you wouldn't have to look at it, but me, I stare the ugly right back in its eyes. God doesn't step down for ugly. God can't. God is ugly. So I'll cock my ghost gun because that's all I need. Y'all are dead already, with or without a metal bullet in your head. You know, I got the real thing back at home. Because that glittering black metal, the power, this primal obsession with the power to kill so swiftly, it's intoxicating, man. So I say, give me something to shoot. Let me utilize this power. And I think to myself, if everybody's dead already, if everybody's gone, well, who's there left to shoot then? It's not fair, you know, that I can smell your rotting insides. Flies gather in your stomach, seduced by the green and white spores that have blossomed there like flowers. But they've somehow missed the flesh. It remains pristine, untainted, unapproachable. Y'all get to be happy, you know. Y'all are blind, gouged your own eyeballs out, talking and laughing about nothing. Complete and utterly dead. How could it be fair? That even though y'all are the dead ones, my corpse is the only one rotting.
I am Lila Gordon, the Princess of Dragonland, and you shall listen to me, dragon.
Toucan pounces, enveloping Lila in a giant bear hug from behind.
Oh, Toucan.
Did I get you this time?
No, of course not. You never do. You don't scare me, beast. You haven't scared me since we started playing together on the first day of school. I feel like it's my job as Princess of the Dragons to not be afraid of any dragons.
I suppose you're right. One of these days I'll catch you off guard. Hey, what are we doing today, Lila?
We can climb the castle spire of the jungle gym.
Nah, we did that Wednesday.
We can play fireball.
No way. I threw out my wings out last time we played. This 509-year-old physique isn't what it used to be.
Oh, yeah. You got it caught in the soccer net. I remember going to the nurse for you, but she wouldn't give me ice for you because it was a waste.
That's right. No good, non-believing crew. Say, what are they doing over there with that ball? Looks pretty dangerous and violent. Let's go play.
No, I don't want to play with them.
Oh man, it looks so fun. Why not?
They've been mean. I don't really want to talk about it.
You know you can tell me anything, right?
Yeah, I know. That's why I'd much rather play with you.
Lila eyes the empty swing set.
Oh, can we have flying lessons?
Well, maybe for a little bit. I don't want to waste our daily 30 minutes on something too dangerous.
Yes!
Lila runs over and stands on top of the swing. Toucan stands behind her and begins to push. Lila awkwardly gains height. When she's at an average distance, she jumps off, falling to the ground gracelessly.
Oh! Ow!
Oh, Gorgon brains, I knew this was a bad idea. We really should have learned from the last 5 times it ended this way. Where does it hurt?
My leg and my knee.
Gotcha. Let me do my thing.
Toucan mystically heals Lila's leg.
Thanks, Toucan. I just don't understand why flying never works for me.
Oh, Lila, we've been over this. Humans can fly about as well as a phoenix can swim.
Well, I want to be the best flying human. How did you get your wings, huh?
Well, it's a pretty long tail.
Don't feel bad. I love your tail. It's so nice and warm, and it feels like a pillow made out of jeans and old people's skin.
Oh, no. I mean tail, like a story. It's a pretty long, boring story.
Please? Pretty please with a fish on top?
Well, all right, the fish on top convinced me. If you must know, it was my 300th or so birthday, and I was trapped deep down inside this cave of goblins.
300? That's like 300 more years away until I get my own wings.
Hey, look at you. Someone's been paying attention in math. Personally, I don't believe that age has anything to do with it. You see, in that cave, I helped those goblins find a magic amulet of peace or something. Long story. But anyways, I got my wings that day because I performed a valiant action.
That's how I'll learn to fly. I'll get my wings when I perform a gelatin action.
Valiant, hun.
Come on, let's go perform a valiant action before recess is over. I already see kids lining up.
All right, you're the boss, princess.
Lila looks at the ground in search for an adventure. She stumbles across an anthill.
Ah, toucan, right here. There's 1,001 army of insectoids who want to steal the kingdom's food. We have to stop them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your centaurs. These hungry insectoids are soldiers, and they aren't doing anything wrong. They're completely defenseless. How would you feel if someone 100 times bigger than you stepped on you?
I wouldn't like it very much.
You wouldn't like it very much, would you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, toucan, this is useless. There's nothing battalion to do here, and everyone's already going back inside.
Valiant. And these things take time. I'll see you tomorrow, girly Q. Pay attention in math.
No, wait, toucan. I just got an idea. What if we hid here? We could have so much more time to think about heroic things to do.
Oh, what a fun idea. Let's do it.
Lila hides underneath Toucan's wings. She pokes her head back out.
Awesome! We did it! Now what?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Whoa, what was that?
No idea. I don't see any dark clouds. Can be an angry thunder dragon.
Maybe it's a hurt unicorn.
That didn't sound like any unicorn I've ever heard before.
Well, are you okay, toucan? I've never seen you this nervous before.
What? Oh, yeah. I guess it's just I'm a little uneasy is all.
Lila hugs Toucan from behind.
I love you, toucan. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I love you too, Lila. Your hugs make me feel like I can do anything.
Good. Because I have a feeling that our next quest has to do with that noise.
Oh, all right. I guess we're going into the school after all, huh?
Yep. Let's go save that creature. Or defeat it, whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first. Hang on. Your sword, my princess.
Oh, yes, my swordy sword, the most valuable relic in all of Dragonland. Now that I have my weapon, let's be off.
How are we traveling today, co-pilot Lila?
I think we should teleport today, co-pilot Toucan. Over.
Sounds like a plan. Prepare for takeoff, over. Crash landing, mayday, mayday, anything but that awful sound again.
Only it was different this time. I think I heard people scream. Oh, Toucan, we gotta save them. Maybe they lost their magic amulet of peace, like in your story.
It could be many things a young princess is not yet prepared for. My worry is that this is the mark of the death dragon. They've become more and more common in recent years.
Whoa. Death dragon? Awesome.
No, not awesome. Terrifying. Death dragons hurt innocents purely because they can. And I don't want to get involved with a beast like that. We should go somewhere else.
Toucan, if I'm ever gonna be the perfect princess of Dragonland, I need to perform my valiant action and earn my wings. This is the perfect opportunity. I feel like you don't even want me to.
Oh, of course I want you to, Lila. I just have a nasty feeling.
I'm going in. They need me.
Lila, I'm very sorry that running is not the game you want to play right now. But sometimes we have to play games that we hate.
What if it's not a death dragon? Why would a death dragon ever kill another dragon?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, if it is a death dragon, like you say it is, we can use our power of friendship to make him good, you know?
You might be onto something there.
If we can show it our friendship power, then we can save Dragonland and the school.
You're right! Come on, let's teleport in there, quickly!
Silence. The lights inside the school are completely shut off. Lila stumbles into a locker. It is dead silent as she continues to explore the space.
Hello? Where did everyone go? Toucan, I'm scared.
Oh, honey, there's nothing to be afraid of here.
Toucan. Toucan, where are you?
Lila, I don't believe we're playing hide and seek, are we? I'm right here.
Oh, I want Mommy. I want Daddy. Where are they? This isn't normal.
Lila, I'm right here. Listen to me, Lila.
The lights on Lila dull. She has been sucked back into reality. Toucan tries to console her, only to find that they no longer can touch. Lila nervously rises to her feet. Toucan continues to attempt connection. Lila reacts to the unseen death dragon. Be it a step forward or another movement, a low growl reverberates. Perhaps fog. The lights fade in all spots except for Lila's face. He is the epitome of what should be feared. She looks up at him.
I am Lila Gordon, Princess of the...
Blackness. Eventually, a light starts to grow on Lila, ending in a spectacular burst of flickering light. With the return of the light emerges Lila's new wings. Lila now has reawakened, has completed her valiant action. Toucan and Lila can now see each other again. They embrace.
I am Lila Gordon, and I was the Princess of the Dragons.
Lila looks up at the sky above and prepares to fly upwards.
Since we began, 11 Americans have been shot and wounded. 5 more were killed with guns. And it's likely that one of those deaths was someone under the age of 19. Each of these plays was around 10 minutes. 10 minutes isn't all that long. And to address something as huge as gun violence, 10 minutes may not feel like enough time at all. But on October 1st, 2017, 10 minutes was long enough for a gunman to kill 60 people and wound 411 others in Las Vegas. And on December 14th, 2012, 8 years ago today, half that amount of time, only 5 minutes, was long enough for a gunman to kill 20 children and 6 adults at Sandy Hook Elementary School. If we live in a country where so many lives can be stolen in 10 minutes or less, then we must believe that 10 minutes of a moving story can also be enough. Enough to change hearts, enough to change minds. Because if numbers and statistics were enough, we wouldn't all have to be here to say, enough.